For a very large part of my life, I didn't really get what it meant to be a creative, to be an artist. And for a large part of my life, I've felt very lost. Up until recently, I discovered why. Is because I have not been taking myself seriously, and I have not been considering myself in all of the ways that I should be. I am passion, I am lust, I am creation, I am spirit, and I am the creator. And for a large point now, I would say that my art is largely spiritual in nature. I consider the act of creating to be a methodic spiritual process that I do not out of want, but out of essence. It is a byproduct of me and of nature. And I think that and the passion that I exude in all of my work really comes down to just, I was really made for this. I was really built for this. And that is why I become so incredibly insulted when people move to immediately disregarding my ideas and my experience for why I proposed them. And this is something that I've dealt with now for a little bit, and it is something that I'm learning to deal with now. But acting with knowing that my being is specifically artistic, and it's in a very spiritual sense where I believe like this act of creation is really what I'm meant to do. That was this book, The Creative Act of Way of Being by Rick Rubin. If you do not have this book and you are an artist, I heavily recommend a read. And if you know me in real life, if you go to my school or whatever and you want to read this, I will gladly let you borrow it. This is single-handedly one of those books that really changed my outlook on life, on my outlook on art and creation, and how I consider myself as a person and my work as a person. My message to you is to start taking yourself more seriously, and to start taking any type of work you do to this level of grandeur that I think everyone needs in their life. If you're an economist, if you're an artist, if you're a hairstylist, if you're a banker, finding the art in what you do and letting yourself be passionate about it is what allows you to be human. And it allows you to create, because no matter what you do, you are inherently creating. Everything you touch, everything you move, everything you breathe, everything you say is an act of creation in and of itself, and it deserves to be held with the same level of severity and of reverence that we hold every traditional act of creation and craftsmanship. If you're doing things lazily and sloppily, you deserve to be criticized for that. And once you realize that everything you do is an act of creation and can be graded as if you were a craftsman, it starts to make you pay attention to what you do quite a lot more. In addition to all those things that I said I'm also crazy, and I don't care anymore. I really don't care, because I understand and I know and I hold it to be true that I will be successful, I will succeed, and I know that at the end of the day, all of these things that I'm doing and I'm preparing for, I'm just waiting, because everything that I'm doing is just an act of experience. Just like a carpenter every day spends his time whittling a new wooden project, just like a stonemason decides to make a new kind of tile every day until he becomes a master at it, I too perfect every action that I do, and I become a master at it. Perfection has always been top of mind, and it should be for you too. My name is Blake, and now I'm going to shamelessly plug all of my projects. Not only do I have a YouTube channel here, I also am on Instagram and TikTok at Blake is Talking. You can also find me on wherever you listen to podcasts at Blake is Still Talking. And I'm going to try and make more YouTube videos.